In this movie, let's begin to take a look at the components available in Joomla. One of those components are polls. Components are extensions available in the Joomla program, and typically, remember, modules are linked to components. Now, polls, as you can see on this front end of our local Joomla site, are used to gather data. People can vote on specific things that you ask them. It's quite interesting to see the results from polls because sometimes as the administrators of a site, what you expect for the final outcome to be might be very different from what your users vote on. So right here, if I click on this and hit vote, you can see right here it tells me thank you for voting, plus I can select the specific poll if I want to see the results from other polls, and then it shows me the results after I voted, and it tells me how many voters, the first vote, and the last vote. I'm going to go back to my home page. Now if I try to vote again, you can see you already voted for this poll today. There's a lag time or a timeout that only allows me to vote every so often. I can also look at the results only without voting, so I can see all of that information. Now, polls will give you great information. You can put things on there about different products you sell. You can ask for different ideas and different items that you might think would help lead you in your marketing tools and your sales tools. Polls are great information. If you're going to add something new in the future and you have 2 or 3 things that you can't decide what your users might want or what your customers might want, you can put a vote out there and see what people say. Now, to change the default poll, we need to go to the back end of Joomla. So let me go to the back end here. And what we're going to do is go up to the Components menu and click on Polls. You'll notice right here I'm in the Poll Manager. I can publish different items, remember, just by selecting them. I can unpublish, I can delete so they go in the trash. I can edit specific ones that I've selected, add new, and again press the Help button. Remember, when you press Help, it's going to lead you to the area that you're in, so you can automatically read through that documentation. Right here I can filter it out if I've got lots of polls and I want to pull up one that maybe was done a long time ago, and I can just type that in. Or I can select its specific state to filter it out. Down here is just the automatic indexing number applied by Joomla, whether or not we want to select specific items, the title of the poll, whether or not it's published. Remember, you can just click that to unpublish it if you don't need it anymore. The number of total votes, the number of options we give people to select from. This is the lag time in between votes. And then, of course, that unique ID number that Joomla applies. Right here, I'm going to click on this poll so we can go in there and edit it. Automatically, we've got our title and alias, and the lag time, it tells you again that's the seconds between votes and whether or not it's published. I can go in here and add a new option if I want to, and I can preview this beforehand so I can see what it'll look like to make sure it's going to have what I want on there. It shows me the votes and results button, so you can always utilize that preview button if you need to see. I'm going to hit save so it will actually save my new option in there. I go back to my home page. Let's see if it's refreshed, and there's my new option. I can click that, hit vote. Let's see if my timeout is done. Nope, I still can't vote. But again, you can see now new option is there in the results if I want to have that item added. Let's stop here, and then in the next movie we'll actually create a poll from scratch and put it on the site.